What about a seasonal cosmos? While thinking about the seasonal cosmos, an innocent child of flying care knocks the door of my wandering senses. Hopefully, was thinking about an answering question, an answerable question, and to ask questions. We are the citizens of a seasonal cosmos. Is not it a reasonable cosmos? I'm in search of life in the yelling cosmos of lone people. And people are searching me by holding my hand. Is not it a reasonable cosmos? Here, life calls in search of life. Perhaps for finding an authentic reason to remain alive. I think the land is situated on the land of peace and war. Here messages blow hot and cold in the same breath. I'm facing a war. The war between peace and peace. The war between war and peace. The war between madness and wisdom. The war between madness and madness. The war between wisdom and wisdom. The war between love and love. The war between hate and hate. The war between hate and faith. The war between faith and faith. The war between liking and disliking. The war between visibility and invisibility. The war between beauty and ugliness. The war between wetness and dryness. The war between light and darkness. The war between ash and arc. The war between sky and earth. The war between heaven and hell. The war between earth and universe. The war between right and wrong. The war between truth and lie. The war between fear and fly. The war between poverty and richness. The war between wellness and sickness. The war between good and bad. The war between happy and sad. The war between clouds and rain. The war between relief and pain. The war between day and night. The war between rest and flight. The war between laughter and tear. The war between bravery and fear. The war between top and bottom. The war between spring and autumn. Just look at the rhythm and rhyme. The war between weak and strong. The war between funeral and song. The war between voice and noise. The war between fall and rise. The war between doubt and trust. The war between smoke and dust. The war between life and death. The war between death and breath. The war between new and gold. The war between new and old. The war between silver and gold. The war between fast and slow. The war between dull and glow. The war between white and dark. The war between ash and spark. The war between the kings and slaves. The war between the blinking caves. The war between silence and yell. The war between fragrance and smell. The war between smoke and flame. The war between plan and game. The war between rough and clean. The war between barren and green. The war between ethics and harsh. The war between smoke and spark. The war between cruel and pious. The war between silence and voice. The war between darkness and gleam. The war between heat and steam. The war between guess and belief. The war between felicity and grief. The war between foolishness and wisdom. Perhaps this is merely a war between ignorance and an uneducated system. Thank you.